Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Balsamic Games, as we will be playing a Patreon one-shot, which is a reward for our Patreon supporters. And I'm noticing I have, there we go. I'm trying to get everybody's names in the, that event came up and it messed up all the, okay, there we go. All right. So you can see the list of names down there at the bottom, and so you'll be able to tell who's speaking by the green light around the icon. And we have our Patreon supporters here and friends of Patreon supporters. The Patreon supporter whose stream this one shot, is Struggle Princess. Struggle Princess is playing Aster Milan, and I will let them tell you more about their character in just a moment. Well, actually, let's start with Aster. Tell us about yourself and what character you're playing today.
Hello.
Hello.
So today I am playing Astor Milan. They are pretty loyal but somewhat short-fused Median Storm Witch. Um, they have a cute owl named Saru. And yeah, I'm looking forward to show you Astor. They're really fun.
Awesome. All right. Um, Lizzie slash Luva, do you want to describe your character?
Yes, I'm Nuva, and I will be playing Lizzie, a Median empath, who can be very obedient depending on who you are. She has an albino reticulated python named Raven, and
Nice.
she'll probably cause a little bit of lesser mischief, as will everybody else.
Yeah. Um, let's go down to Sigurd.
Hello, I'm Proteus, and I will be playing Sigurd, and he is a hob eclectic and has a fox familiar named Runa.
Aw. And Zyra.
Hi, I am Issa. I'll be playing Zyra. She is a moose morph Asterian, so she's the moose form of a minotaur. And she has a orca wolf hybrid familiar named Reva.
Nice. And Andrea.
Yeah, I'm Andrea. Today I am playing Agent Juliet. She is a agent of the Order, and her job is to track down wild witches who were being disobedient and bring them back to obedience. Today, though, she is going to be teaming up with this group of wild witches to kind of do the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is two new things that we've never had in a Children of Midnight game before. We've never had a alternate morph heritage that Issa is playing today. Excuse me. And we've never had a non-witch player character that Andrea is playing today. So it is a whole bunch of firsts. And we also had a first time chat from Cerulean Arc 4. And a special shout out for the Tiny Bishi for showing up today. Thank you guys so much. I will get us started by filling everybody in on the background of what was going on and how we got to the situation that we're in now. So it started very recently, only a couple of weeks ago. A shopping mall that was frequented by the residents of the town of Midnight, also known as Manhattan, an underground shopping mall, was attacked by a terrorist. She was seen by onlookers as the only person leaving the scene, and when emergency services reported in, they found that everyone there was dead with no external wounds. and it apparently affected witches and mundanes alike. And the Coven mates of one of the witches that were killed decided to go to extreme lengths to get vengeance by reaching out to the Order, and they were bankrolled and assisted by the Order to find out who this wild witch was and to track them down. And so that is the background of where all this started. And now the group has chosen a meeting spot and will be getting together for the first time to compare intel and decide on their course of action for their sort of final push toward getting vengeance. So, since this is your game, Struggle Princess, let's start with Esther Milan. Do you want to give us any sort of facts about the situation? Maybe start with where you all are meeting to give your intelligence briefing, or possibly to seek some new answers. You could pass that off to another player if you want to, or you don't have any ideas.
Feel a bit anxiety filled.
It's okay. Does anyone have any ideas? Like a good place for you guys to all meet up somewhere in Manhattan?
Someplace public.
Okay.
I think it'd
But
be best to meet up on the north end of Central Park.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe a restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that sounds like the kind of thing the Order would absolutely spring for. Like a sort of per diem that they're giving to everybody that's working with them. So yeah, Jewel will be taking care of all the costs and making sure everybody is extremely well fed and ready to go. So Andrea, do you want to describe the restaurant?
Sure. It's probably not a very fancy restaurant. I mean, these are wild witches after all. So I'm gonna go with it's probably something like an Applebee's.
So keeping most of that per diem for yourself.
Oh no, but you know, they didn't give me that much. They're not willing to fork over a whole bunch of cash.
They want to make sure that this gets taken care of, though. So whatever you
I'm
need.
sure we're not the only team on it either.
No, but we're the most important.
Yep, because you are the team that includes player characters.
So yeah, so it's like I don't know who all has Applebee's, but so it's kind of like a taverny kind of place. They serve alcohol, but the food isn't super high quality, but it's better than like McDonald's, It's like a mid-tier restaurant.
Yeah, and there's a bar, and there are some private rooms, and you guys have one of the private rooms in the back. And the servers just keep interrupting and bringing in something called riblets, and it's just yeah, kind of gross. But yeah, everybody is here, and they actually let Zyra in through a back door because their horns keep getting stuck in
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So they
They
bring Zyra in through the loading dock. So yeah, do you want to describe your characters physically, or how are there any of your characters that are meeting for the first time?
I guess everybody would kind of be meeting Juliet for the first time.
Okay.
She is a mid-height. I don't know. She's like 5'5". She is wearing like military style cargo pants, and a bomber jacket style situation. Hair pulled back, definitely military style, up in a bun. Very little makeup, and no nonsense attitude.
Okay. Does anybody want to do any flashbacks to any information gathering that you've done? The kind of things you might want to bring out at this table with everybody so that you guys can make sure that you're taking the best possible revenge.
Maybe a description of the possible attacker, you know,
Mm-hmm.
would be
Mm-hmm.
nice to know what they
Yeah.
look like.
I would say there's enough surveillance camera footage, and she did not seem to be making any attempt at hiding her appearance. So what you all have seen as far as that goes, and probably Jewel has a big tablet computer that they're showing a lot of information on. So they bring up some of the surveillance camera footage, and you see that she's a uh, like 5'10" blonde woman with hair down to the middle of her back, somewhat curly. She walks like she's got somewhere to be, and has a very similar no nonsense look to her, or attitude to her look. And yeah, you see her moving from one security camera to another, completely nonchalantly, and then disappearing into the subways, and then no record of her getting on any of the trains.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It's suspicious.
Probably
So,
lived in those tunnels.
say it again.
Probably lived in those damn tunnels.
Could be. Is there any chance that any of you, maybe a group of you, went down there and tried to gather some information about what was there before
Hmm.
you came to
Definitely.
this Applebee's?
Most definitely.
Okay. Aster, would you have been leading that?
Yeah, definitely. Good luck stopping them from doing it.
Okay. So who would have gone, and we can do a group action roll and see what kind of information you got from checking out the underground.
Zyra would have gone just to be the protective mother here.
Sure.
I feel like if she was asked, Lizzie definitely would have followed.
Okay. Okay. Um, Aster, what do you think type of action you would take going down there? Like, would you have been studying, maps and matching them up to what you're seeing down there, or would you have been just going down there and sort of getting the lay of the land? That would be more like a survey, or maybe just prowling around down there. Pretty much any way you want to take that, and we can see what kind of information you got.
I do believe I would try to study.
Okay, so um, in that case, even Jewel might have been able to help because Jewel has a lot of access to that kind of information. So, okay, who wants to be a part of that group action? A group study.
I mean,
I guess I will be.
Okay. So you can go over to the special event chat window and type in exclamation point and then the number of dice you have for study. And
Sir, or both of us?
everybody that's involved that's assisting.
Okay.
And I'll share the dice results. Okay. Zyra has a 2. Aster has a complete success. Lizzie has a partial success. And Sigurd has a partial success. Okay. So, Zyra, I think it's going to be the horns again. You guys are jumping turnstiles to get down into the heart, and you get caught up on the metal bars, and you let everybody else go past, and then you're like stuck there for a few minutes until the Metro Security Agency comes by and has to get you unstuck, so you're not able to help them provide any answers. But let's see, the 6 was the complete success was from Aster. So, Aster, what did you find down there? You get to make 3 facts about what you find down there. I don't think she's still down there, but you might find some evidence that might point you in a particular direction.
Yeah, I would try to find something that would tell me where in the city she tends to stay.
Okay.
Or traffic.
Okay.
And
You find that apparently she stepped wrong down here, and some of her extremely expensive shoes were discarded down here in these underground tunnels after the heel broke off of one. And it's such an exclusive custom brand that you know that the only place that sells that is on the south end of Central Park in a place called Billionaires Row.
That's why she wasn't worried. She's rich.
God, now I
Spends a
want
lot.
to kill her even more. I mean, I'm definitely stealing those shoes.
Yeah, they're not
Just
in
glue
that
the
bad.
heel back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, just fix them. It would be a waste of money to not.
Yeah, but they're missing a heel now. So like,
I mean,
you're
the
just
heel.
going to hot glue back it
Yeah,
back
hot glue the heel
on.
back on.
There's probably like, oh, what is it in English? The people who fixes shoes.
Cobbler.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
probably one of those around.
Yeah, I like peach cobblers. They're my favorite kind of
I was
shoemakers.
about to make that joke.
Nice.
Okay. Go faster.
All right. Anything else that you find down there? Maybe some tracks, maybe some information about their familiar.
Yeah, the familiar, it's a good idea.
You want me to just say something or put something out there, or do you have an idea?
I do not.
Okay. I was thinking of tiger tracks.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Oh, she really is a rich bitch. Absolutely insufferable.
All right. And we can throw one more thing in there. Anybody have an idea about another fact that you might learn about her while you're down here studying?
It would be interesting to know if they're at any way possible to know what kind of witch she is, what kind of magic she uses.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Well, I mean, I think it. Yeah, I can't think of a particular way you would find that out by like physical evidence. But if any of you have the right kind of grimoire senses, you could definitely do a ritual to find out that information. That's usually very much up the alley of like an eclectic witch, more than others.
That would be secret.
Unfortunately, I don't know
You don't know what?
because I don't know if we have an eclectic. Do we have?
I'm an eclectic.
Yeah, Sigurd is an
Oh,
eclectic witch.
Would that be their grimoire sense?
Mm-hmm. So if you look over your grimoire sense, it gives you the ability to distinguish resonance, which is like magical fingerprints left behind on things. So if there's any kind of like spell casting done down here, you might be able to find more information about it. If you saw the witch, you would definitely be able to find out if they had a grimoire. But you might be able to do it.
What do I roll for that?
It's gather information, so you kind of get to decide what you use. You just sort of describe a ritual that you do, and then sometimes we'll give it to you for free, depending on sort of the questions you're asking, or maybe make you make a roll.
All right. So, this is where it becomes obvious I don't know what I'm doing. Just make it up.
Yeah. Yeah, so generally these are really simple rituals. So
Hopping
for
onto one leg 3 times or something.
yeah, it could be just spinning around counterclockwise, or burning something specific that's helps your character visualize magical energy. Yeah.
We have a specific herb mix for that. Sounds like something I would do.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. What do you do with that?
I take out a small metal bowl and I light a certain amount of herbs on fire.
Okay.
And helps me concentrate so I can sense what kind of magic has been in the area.
Yeah. How do you sit? Do you just like sit down like, crossed legs on the ground, or
in the
Yeah, I
subway.
think I get comfortable on the ground, cross-legged, because I don't know how long it'll take.
Mm-hmm. Okay, awesome.
And yeah.
If you have more, go right ahead. All right.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's okay. No, you're doing fine.
I haven't roleplayed in a very long time.
Nice. Well, we're glad to get you back into it. Okay. So yeah, I think the way you described that kind of sounds like you're making a focus roll. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So just type in exclamation point and then the number of dice you have for focus. And you can do other things if you want to increase that, like take a Fey bargain or spend willpower. But
I have for focus.
otherwise, you can just do the number of focus dots you have. Okay. So, I think because the way the wind is kind of like whipping around into this like underground alcove from the trains going by, the smoke, the fire catches your herbs too much, and it gets in your eyes, and you just start pouring tears from the smoke, and it starts to fill up the room, and you're not able to get any very good information from it, and it kind of obscures everybody else's vision as well.
Could I
Alright.
help with that?
Say it again.
Could I help with that?
Potentially. What do you have? What do you want to do?
I have elemental control as a grimoire ability.
Yeah, you wanna. What do you want to do?
I can make smoke move against the wind so I can get it away from Sigurd
Okay.
as he's casting.
Awesome. I would say that would entitle you to a reroll then. Of focus, if you'd like. And if you want to increase that by 1 die, you could get an assist from one of the other players that's here. And they just spend 1 willpower and say how they're assisting. Or you can spend 2 willpower to push yourself. Or you can take a Fey bargain. And any of those things will give you plus 1 die.
Ooh, I know how I can help.
Yep.
I can warn them when the next train's coming, so they can try again.
Okay. Does that sound like the kind of help you'd be willing to accept, Sigurd?
Yes, I think so.
Awesome. In that case, Issa will spend 1 of Zyra's willpower, and that'll give you plus 1 die for your roll.
Alright, let's try again.
All right, partial success. So I think you get 2 pieces of information here. The first is there has been a decent amount of spellcasting going on in here. And there's like almost the effects have been canceled, but they're still sort of hovering around the area. And I think since you are an eclectic, and usually you can tell people's grimoires based on seeing them and sensing them, if you want to know the grimoire that you're sensing here, I could give that to you as well.
Yeah, I'd like to know the grimoire.
Okay. You kind of go peeking around some of the places where the effect seems to have originated, and you sweep away some stuff off the floor, and you find some markings on the ground that make you think that you are dealing with a Baba.
Alright.
The Babas
So that was useful.
are death witches. Very useful, yeah.
Yeah, that's very useful information.
The other effects that you're sensing are illusionary in origin. So
That was my concern. That she might not actually look like what we think she looks like.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, since he looked directly into the cameras. That would be a terrible plan if she looked actually like.
That's all very useful information, at least.
Yeah.
Are we 100% sure that these are her shoes?
They do match what you saw on the camera.
Do you guys have Ride the Daglock?
They don't have anything that is coven based, so no rituals or lesser rituals. But anybody that has like a charm, you could have that kind of effect on like a charm or something, if you wanted to.
Well, then I could just so happen to have given them a charm that matches resonance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing that could be helpful. Do you want to? So we could just jump back in time to that. You all have these shoes now, and you're all sitting in this Applebee's, and you're like, okay, I think this is our way to find her based on Zyra's charm.
I mean, that's the idea.
Okay.
It's a very good thing we're in private, because this looks odd.
Shoes on the table.
Yeah, big moose sniff out of the shoes and. All right.
I promise it's not a foot thing.
I mean, technically it's a foot thing, but it's okay. All right. In that case, yeah. So what is the effect of this charm that you want to do? Just
The idea is that it sort of guides the direction of the quarry we're looking for.
cool, awesome. Did you like roll it up, or did you just mark it down as like a personal asset?
I marked it down.
Okay. Do you want to do a craft roll and see how well it came out? Like how many uses out of it you're gonna get?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'm gonna say that'll be risky standard. Unless you have a particular ability that raises the effect level.
I do.
Cool.
I have a boiled herbalist. So when using a charm with a plant component, I get plus effect.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. See, I'm looking through the plant components now. Do you have an idea for that? Because I can see if I can find something that like. Let's see, ginger, attraction, hibiscus, divination, and clairvoyance.
Ooh, I think that one would fit the best.
Okay. Awesome. Right, well in that case, yeah, you get to roll that and you'll have increased effect. So whatever you roll, we're going to add an effect level to it. That is a 6, so that effectively becomes a crit.
Yes.
So let me double check. For a crit on a charm, you have an 8 clock. So,
We have time.
yeah. So I'm gonna say a single use of that to get you to in the general area is probably gonna take 3 ticks off that clock. So no roll needed. So it is pointing directly across Central Park, exactly as you suspected about the south side of Central Park, Billionaires Row.
Well, I got it, guys. So
Hang on, I do have a psychometry. I could touch that hill to gather information a little bit, maybe.
Sure.
It costs 1 essence, so.
Okay. Yeah, how do you do that? Do you also take a big sniff of the shoe, or?
I'd rather not. Look, I am sexual sometimes, but not that. Not into that.
That's the foot thing, Coven. We are not gonna be the foot.
The foot
Yeah, no,
Coven.
we're not. I just touched it with like a finger. Like we also found it in the subway. It's not very clean, undoubtedly. Like
That's true.
I'm just going to like touch it with like a finger. Just poke it.
All right. So what I see is you sense the emotion coming from the person who was making the shoes, and then when you see the face of the person who came to pick them up, there's so little of an emotional link. They basically just show up as a blur. The person who made these shoes gave them love, but the person who wore them didn't care about them at all.
Damn it. Rich people. No emotions.
Those
Yep.
shoes deserve better, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I tried.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we know the direction, I can always send Saru out.
Oh yeah, do a little more, like a little reconnaissance from an owl.
I really think reconnaissance is a hoot. So,
Nice. All right. Anybody else have a flying familiar they can send out? Jewel.
I was like, can I have a drone? Remote control drone?
I mean, that is
And
within the realm of the order.
can the owl sit on top of the drone like a cat on a roof?
Adorable. Um,
Image, write that down.
a little drone saddle for owls. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So what do you two want to use for the action for the gather information?
Have either target or survey that I would be best at.
I'm also better at target.
I think target makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, who's leading?
I can.
Okay.
Can you, we're rolling in special event.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay.
One that has all the dice rolls in it at the very,
I
very
can't
bottom.
see. I think I'm not looking at it. Okay.
All right. Ooh, that's a complete success from Jewel. Partial success for Master. So I think you guys come back with some video footage, or maybe even the video footage is showing up on Jewel's screen on their tablet. And yeah, you let's see, you got a complete success, so you can have 3 pieces of information. Do you have anything you want to assert, or do you want me to just deliver you some information?
I mean, I kind of want to know, where they are most of the day, like, what their general schedule is like.
Yeah, so I think you're looking out for that description that you saw before, but also worried that there might be somebody that doesn't match that description that might still be the perpetrator. So
Yeah.
it's a tough thing. This is, the tireless job that the Order does to keep midnight safe. So yeah, because they don't know. They can be told, hey, we need to track such and such wild witch, looks like this and acts like that, and then that person just ceases to exist. Yeah. But yeah, so you find that there is a person matching that description in the penthouse of the Central Park Tower. It's right near the dead center of Central Park South, so overlooking Shadow Dawn's territory. And yeah, on that penthouse, it's like a big 3-story apartment, and you can see you see what looks like a tiger lounging in one of the windows, and it spots the owl and hops down and goes and hides. But then the drone is able to get some more pictures and some more video. And yeah, you see a woman matching the description lounging around inside. Not a care in the world.
Okay.
No. How about we go fuck up some rich person's day?
Any day you do that is a good day.
I like it.
Truly.
Especially since they killed one of our own.
Yeah.
So, what is the plan? What kind of plan do you all want to make? If you look on your grimoire sheets, no. If you look in the Coven sheet, which we didn't make one of, there are different kinds of plans. So let me pull one up. That way I can just tell you. Okay.
This is a fuck shit up plan.
Yeah. Is that assault?
Mm-hmm.
Assault
I mean,
work for everyone?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I
And
could always set the building on fire, blow them out,
hang on, let me find
try
my
to make the
arson.
back alley.
Y'all told me I was gonna need my arson.
I don't think that Juliet's going to be down for catching an entire building on fire.
Yeah.
But
I can
I'll
set a
just pull out my
I mean,
badge and get us entrance.
There you go. Some arson for y'all.
I mean, it's the penthouse. It's at the top. You just have to burn the top, like a candle.
Exactly. Just the top. Just the
Just the
tip.
tip. Okay. So for the plan, it's assault. That's the detail, or the method, and the detail is what is the point of attack or method of attack. Who do you have that can deliver targeted fire?
I could electrocute the bitch.
I'm just going to go knock on her door. And when she comes to the door, you guys can do your magic thing.
Yeah, that's like you did say that the tiger saw the owl, so it's not a guarantee that she didn't already guess that someone had seen her. So she's probably prepared to like kill you on sight.
Good point.
Oh, don't worry about the tiger. I've got that. As long as we can get up. So if we can distract her, I imagine there is an elevator and stairs.
Hmm.
So we can hit from both points.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna make sure that she doesn't escape. That's for sure.
So, yet, maybe we have two plans of attack: a arcane assault and a social from Agent Jewel, trying to get you guys access to the private elevator that leads to the Pat House.
Yeah, we just go right up into her house.
Okay. What would you like to roll for that, Andrea?
Let's see. I'm going to pull out my I'm a police officer badge.
Sure.
And let's see. What do I have? I have 2 dots in command. I'm going to command the attendant at the desk to let me and my proteges onto the elevator. We are here doing order business, and unless you want to find yourself at Rikers, you're going to do what I say.
Okay. Okay. I think that's going to be risky standard, even with your badge. You have anything?
Bridges, is that what we are now?
Just for today.
Anything you want to do to increase that?
I'll definitely put in some willpower.
Okay. For an extra die or increased effect?
Increased effect.
Okay. So risky greater.
Yeah.
Give him that I mean business face.
Mm-hmm.
You did that. Oh, right. Increased effect. Oh, no.
No.
Okay. On risky. So he sees your badge, and he dives to the side and hits a button, and a solid metal plate comes down, blocking the window that he was behind. And alarms start going off on the building.
Rip.
I'm gonna radio this into headquarters. This is completely unacceptable.
Okay. Do you want them to send anybody?
Yeah, send in the troops.
Send in the troops.
Bring in the helicopters.
So this would
Do you
be
want to do anything?
interdepartmental because you're not dealing with a witch here, so you would have to send in Obsidian Council to deal with this non-witch matter. So yeah, if you want to call that in, you could do
it's
another
obviously
command.
a witch matter if they're wanting to keep the order out and they're harboring a terrorist.
I think that'll give you greater effect.
Yeah.
Or with Obsidian Council or standard effect with the order.
I'll take standard effect with the order.
Okay. Right.
So what am I rolling for that?
Probably command again, but you can choose.
Yeah, I like command. Let's try that again.
And that's a partial success. So, yeah, they're gonna send some people. They're gonna send Red Watch. But it's
Red Watch.
But it's gonna take some time for them to get
like
here.
the National Guard. Just kidding.
If anybody hears in the National Guard.
Legal reason. That's a joke.
They'll be there in 3 to 5 business days.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are all in the lobby when you see this happen, and you hear the alarms going off. And
Reeve and I are gonna book it upstairs. Cut off that escape.
I guess I take the elevator. Just push the button and wait patiently.
So
elevator music.
The elevator is only gonna take you to the standard rooms. The penthouse has a private elevator. But the emergency stairs should get you all the way up.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. So the first elevator you go to and check, it only goes up to floor 75. But you guys are going up to floor 98. Which for some reason is labeled 136, but we won't get into the numbering system that Midnight uses for floors. So you only have to climb 97 flights of stairs to get up there.
Well, not really. We can take the elevator to the max level and then climb the rest.
Yeah, that's true. So, like 13 floors.
Much more doable.
All right.
Who wants to carry me?
Good question. Yeah, isn't there?
Pretty sure I'm already big enough.
Isn't there a gob in the party? The gob is like, up.
If I were to fly, could I bring someone with me?
It depends on the method, but very likely, yeah. What ability do you have that lets you fly?
Elemental fly.
Nice. What's your element of choice?
Yeah, that's the it's lightning.
Oh. In that case, probably not.
Yeah.
How do you fly
Yeah,
by
I don't want to
like
get fried.
electromagnetic repulsion with lightning, or do you like turn into a lightning bolt and fly
No,
somewhere.
like full on storm.
Yeah, probably
Like
can't carry people then.
yeah.
You're like, I'm gonna do this as a tornado. I can carry
Yeah.
like a person, but it's gonna be a really
mean-
bumpy ride.
You can work like electric static electricity by rubbing a balloon and then sending him up.
Okay, do you want to do that up the outside of the building to get to the penthouse, or do you want to do that like through the stairwells?
I
Sorry, what?
think. Yeah, Astor's kind of impulsive, so they would probably just fly up on the outside and start tossing stones at the penthouse windows.
Okay.
It's like, hey, bitch, hey, hey.
All right. Yeah, in that case, you'll be the first one up there by a significant margin. Um,
It'll be
so
a good distraction, if nothing else.
yeah. Okay. And so the rest of you are taking the elevators slowly?
Yeah,
All right.
I guess.
Elevator's relatively quick. It's the stairs part that's
Yeah.
gonna be slower.
Yeah.
I meant the whole
We
path.
get to listen to some nice elevator music.
Mm-hmm. Actually, the elevator music is completely replaced by the alarm sound.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love this tune.
The best, the best, the best part of elevators.
Very danceable.
Stolen from me.
Yeah. All right. Um, yeah. So, you guys head straight up, and Aster gets up to the top of the building very quickly. And you want to try to locate this woman to throw some
least.
stones.
Yeah, try to annoy her enough to where she shows up.
Gotcha. All right. What do you want to use for that?
I know that I have element creation, so I can very easily just make palm-sized stones,
Yeah.
just yeet them.
So maybe a target.
Yes,
Okay.
can very much do that. Let me get my sheet. Dun, dun, dun. Fuck.
Oh no. I think the windows are extremely thick. Probably has to stand up to large hailstones and things like that. And so the palm-sized stones just don't seem to be enough. But you generating them and throwing them, you don't notice that something has made its way outside of the building and is coming toward you. So we're gonna go up to desperate for you.
Can I just like throw a handful of lava at the window in anger?
Ooh, lava?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, sure, you could even use some essence to make it a larger amount if you
That's
want.
true.
Um,
I am
Lizzie,
getting very annoyed.
yeah. Lizzie had an idea of possibly trying to short circuit the private elevators because the private elevators should still be active. So
I was wondering because one of my powers is energy control.
mm-hmm.
Could I then draw power out of machinery and send it in really strongly to
Absolutely.
break the fuse?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Taking the energy and turning it back against the thing that was generating it. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. That's a good use of it. Um, yeah, I would say if you sort of land up on the roof and find a generator to target, I think that could work really well. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do you want to do that or the lava thing right now?
I might do the generator first.
Okay.
Chances are I'd probably do that before I started throwing stones. I'm just checking my sheet because yeah, I only need to do 2 essence for that one.
Yeah, it's not too bad because you have all the power that's sort of running through that building that's
Yes.
aiding your abilities. Yeah, draw power from power lines, etc. Yeah.
And it's a target, so that's another 2.
Nice. All right, that's a complete success. So what you wanted to specifically target the private elevator, or are you just trying to knock out any power that's coming up here?
I think I would try to get, if I know my friends are taking the elevators up, I'd probably try to
Since
only
the
get the
elevator
private.
that your friends are on doesn't come up this high, it probably isn't attached
Yeah.
to this. So you're probably okay if you just want to knock out the power to this whole area.
Do the top like 10 floors and we'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Since you got a complete success, I would say it knocks out there are like 2 levels of penthouses, like 2 3-story penthouses near the top, and you knock out all the power to both of those.
Mm.
Um, so
Good.
yeah. And everybody else, the elevator that you're on, the public elevator dings as it gets to floor 75, and you're able to take the stairs the rest of the way. Um, let's see. Aster, you hear movement coming from the floor below you, which is where the lady was the last time you saw her. Stuff being like pots and pans or something being jiggled around. It's possible that in the dark from the power going out, she tripped or something.
Is there any doors on the roof?
Any what's?
Like doors on the roof? I know high-rise buildings sometimes
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, there are some doors that lead out here from like kind of like a mudroom sort of thing on the roof that you can see. Um, so yeah, it's a really nice like manicured. It's almost like it's like a lawn, but on top of a building.
Not anymore. I electrocuted the fuck out of that grass.
Yeah. So there was this like on the sides there's like a section that goes down a floor and that's where all the like electronics and stuff were that you blasted.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, you can see that double doors is right ahead of you. Not too far. Glass panes in it, probably the thick stuff like you saw on the lower level. I'm gonna say like 2 more actions, and then everybody else will be at the front door, which is 2 floors down from where you're at right now. So, Aster, anything else you want to do while you're up here?
I'm not sure if I should stay at the window or go in.
You want to check the door handles and see if it's locked?
Yeah.
It's locked.
Yeah. But does it
Well,
have a
that
lock?
answers that.
Hmm?
Does it have a lock?
Yeah, it does.
Because I could just melt the bitch.
Yeah. You want to just,
Being able to summon lava is really practical.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. All right. Yeah, you want to do that? Like a
Yeah.
focus roll? And I would
Sure.
say, since it's a complex element or elemental form, maybe one essence would be enough to get you through the mechanism.
Yeah.
All right, so let's say that's desperate standard. Ooh, okay. So I think it is at this moment, while you are summoning up the lava and getting your hands ready, and you've already tried the door handle once and it didn't open, that you hear a roar come from behind you, and the tiger leaps from behind something and onto your back and knocks you into the doors. Since this was
Kitty.
desperate,
Kitty.
you can resist. The two things that you can choose to resist are it's going to knock you down onto your face, and it is going to deal level 2 harm to you. You can resist one or both of those things if you would like. Or 0 of those things. You don't have to resist
Like
any
to
of them.
resist the harm.
Okay. And I would say that'd probably be a prowess roll.
Ooh.
um,
Can Saru assist me?
not on a resist roll, but you know what? Yeah, I would say they can. I'll give you +1 die on that. From your
Yay.
owl is flying around and spots it and gives you just that moment.
The dice hate
Oh
me.
no!
Oh no!
Okay, so you had 0
That
dice
woman.
for prowess.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the future when you do resist rolls, you can put an R back there, and it'll tell you how many willpower. But I can tell you it's 3 willpower that it costs. So the your owl spots the tiger leaping from it actually doesn't leap from the building. It was flying behind you, and that's why you didn't hear it. Um and
Thought flying
it
tiger was
is
a
a
shop.
flying tiger is a what?
It's a shop.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's a store.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's where all the gay Scandinavians shop.
Oh. Well, nice. I'm glad
I mean,
that
kidding.
gay Scandinavians are being represented on this stream.
Real team.
Okay, so that's going to cost you 3 willpower to resist, but that brings it down to level 1 harm. But the tiger does knock you onto your back, and that's when you notice this is no mere tiger. This tiger is now trying to wrap itself around you because it is a chimeric tiger, and it is a tiger viper, a flying tiger viper. And so it is trying to constrict you, but right now it just has you knocked down. And you take level 1 damage, clawed back.
Nice.
Alright. And then you can take one more action before everybody else gets here.
Well, I'll electrocute it.
Hmm.
No, no, wait. I have, threefold curse.
Oh!
Ooh,
That wouldn't
always a good one.
take it out instantly, but it'd be pretty good. because
that
it
is
only
tiger.
dealt one level of damage to you.
Well, if it doesn't take it out, I get to electrocute it.
That's true.
So
All right. I don't think there is a roll for threefold curse. It's automatic, right?
I do believe so.
yeah.
So what does that look like when you cast that? How do you do it?
So as the tiger claws at my back, Aster's eye and the lightning scars all across their body flare up and send an electric pulse through their body to shock the tiger as it touches them.
Nice. I'm gonna say it goes sprawling backwards, and you see it as it twists away from you. That its body is definitely like twice as long as it should be, and it tapers down toward its tail. And it has multiple sets of legs, not just front and back. It's got like 3 additional sets of legs. So it's like a tiger, centipede, viper, and flying. It's a quadruple chimera. All right, but it seems very badly hurt, and it's still twitching, and its whiskers are singed.
Don't fuck with a storm witch.
All right. Okay. The rest of you have finished climbing the 13 floors of stairs and find yourself at a steel emergency door that leads into the living room of this penthouse apartment. What would you like to do?
Did any of your fancy technology get past this?
I don't have really any fancy technology.
She shows her tablet to the door.
Open. So how is this locked? Is there like a code that you have to put in, or like
Oh yeah,
it's an emergency door? So how does it open?
Yeah, that makes sense. I think there could be like an emergency override code and like a sort of a computerized pad.
Is there a vent, first of all, that leads inside this room?
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's like ventilation that's in the ceiling just above your heads.
Because I'd love to send Raven down there.
I could probably fit in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wanna like blow a hole in the ventilation shaft and see if you can get something in there.
Do that.
It's a few feet over your heads.
So do I have to roll for that?
It depends on how you're trying to get in.
Let's see what I have. I have finesse and prowl. I would probably should have taken spring.
Well, I'm thinking more fictionally. Like, it's a steel ventilation duct, and so like how you're gonna like sort of tear into that, and like you could get a boost from other people. You could climb Zyra.
Zyra.
All right, yeah, I could. If it just has a grate over it, I can probably remove it. If someone holds me up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could sit on my antlers. You could sit on my antlers, and it'd probably be made of a lesser steel since it's got to be mass produced. So it's not
Yeah.
gonna be that.
It's probably actually aluminum or something. But it's like thicker aluminum, so you wouldn't be able to, like, a normal person wouldn't be able to like just punch through it or anything, so you'll need something to get in, but you could definitely get up there with help.
And I punch it since I'm almost tall enough?
Well, that's a good point. Yes, I think you could probably punch through it.
Alright, let's do that. I'm going to do a brawl roll.
Okay. I'm gonna say risky standard.
Let me pop an essence. Pop 2 essence for an extra die.
How are you doing that? Like, what kind of
I'm going
effect?
to focus my energy on my muscles,
Mm-hmm.
so they just spring up like a vine.
Okay, so I think that would be 2 essence, unless it's something specific to your grimoire.
No, 2 essence sounds good.
Okay. So risky greater, and oh wow, nice. Complete success. So I think that's definitely a big enough hole that you could fit a smaller than mundane sized person through, or even a medium sized familiar.
Yeah.
Sigurd, Raven, get out in there.
All right, I'm going to climb Zyra and get into the vent.
Okay.
I would like to send Raven after him,
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Okay. All right. The two of you only have to take a couple of wiggles forward until you come to the actual interior vent, which is very easy for you to open, and you don't see any movement inside this vent on this floor. So you're able to take down the vent, and what do you want to do from there?
Probably going to crawl further through.
Okay, you're able to crawl into the first floor of her penthouse apartment.
And unlock the door for us.
I'm going to send Raven basically ahead to check a little bit other rooms that are safe.
Okay, you want to do a survey?
Yeah, probably. Yes.
I'm gonna say, since there's doesn't seem to be anybody down here currently, risky standard.
Okay.
And Raven's a
Survey,
snake,
so...
a large
Yeah.
snake. Okay.
Ugh.
Oh no. Well, you get an experience in the attribute associated with survey. As soon as you get into the first room that you go checking, you're you have your snake senses. Apparently, snake senses are gay. You have your fantastic snake senses, and you can smell rotting corpses in here. And as soon as you smell that, the door behind you slams, and you see movement all around you in the darkness.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no. This was a baba, that's right.
Did I not make that clear?
Shoot.
They just sort of slipped our minds.
Yeah.
We've got zombies.
Well, no, here's another thing that we should have considered. Bob is domain sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I have an excuse. I'm a stupid human. I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Although you have a bad character, but we won't count that.
I can't make use of that information.
There's no such thing as metagaming in Forged in the Dark games. You don't have to worry about that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna say to keep the suspense with where Raven is trapped, and the fight with the tiger on the roof. Let's stick with everybody that's in the main part of the house right now. What are you all doing? So that would be, I assume that when Sigurd dropped down out of the vent, he opened the door for the rest of you from the inside. Sigurd was.
Yes, I would have done that to let
Okay.
them all in.
Okay, awesome. So that means everybody now has access to the low level of the penthouse except the Noodle in Danger and Aster. All right, so what do you all want to do? You hear the door slam. What is that emoji? That's a weird emoji.
It looks like a hand petting something.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I believe you.
Adding what?
A bird?
Is that what? Okay. Okay, I can kind of see that a little bit.
Maybe?
No, it's a person.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's a little man
It's a
in a boat.
slimy person.
Okay.
It's a slimy.
It looks like a little green bird.
Yeah, I can see that. And in its beak.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a tiny little man in a boat.
Oh, yeah, I see it once I click on it and see it bigger. It's an anime girl.
Oh.
Oh.
Yep.
She has
Oh,
green hair.
yeah. Now you can see it way
Sorry,
better.
I didn't mean to start causing
We're all very easily distracted.
Yeah.
Everyone here is neurodivergent.
You're only in mortal danger.
Yeah, no, that's a big deal.
That's the best
Well,
time to
my
make jokes.
snake is in mortal danger.
Yeah, and so is Aster.
Yeah.
And who knows what mortal danger the rest of you are in.
Dun dun dun.
You guys just
Very
don't know
vulnerable.
the threats yet.
On that note,
Mm-hmm.
can I make use of my familiar's echolocation to see what else is here?
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Some
So-
orca wolf howls.
I imagine it does sort of like a cackle.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, what do you want to use for that? That sounds awesome.
I'm going to have it focus on it.
Okay.
Yes, Turtle has joined the game.
Turtle is failing their prowl roll. And that's okay.
It's good, it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that would be Turtle's consort or sway.
Say it again?
That would be Turtle's consort or
yeah.
sway roll.
Ooh, partial success.
Ooh.
Okay. You see or you sense some movement, but as soon as you sense it, it goes up the staircase, up to the next level, and otherwise the whole rest of the room seems to be clear. So this is like a living room and a kitchen with like a bedroom or something, which is where the snake is trapped, and then a staircase at like the far end of the floor that you're on, and that's where something just went up.
Hey, you smaller people, go upstairs.
Juliet's gonna pull out her weapon and head up the stairs.
Okay. Do you want to do so silently, like prowl or something?
I don't really think there's much of a point of prowling.
So do you want to do this like targeting, like just trying to get a bead on something so you can shoot it in the butt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. Anybody else want to target along with Jewel as she's heading up? Or do you all want to take your own actions?
I want to save my baby.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
I don't
Let's do.
have much.
All right, let's do the target roll then.
Okay, I'm going to spend some willpower to give myself an extra die.
Okay. I'm going to say this is risky standard. All right, complete success.
Yay!
All right, you turn the corner, so you rush forward, and you turn the corner and hit the bottom of the staircase at the exact moment that you can still see a humanoid figure in the shadows, because all the lights are off, and it's, of course, night.
Any of the witch people follow me?
Hey!
That's a good question. Did anybody that was on the lower level want to follow Jewel, as Jewel is running to the stairs?
I think I would have sent Lizzie up and taken care of the site myself, since there was multiple bodies, and I'm the biggest target.
Mm-hmm. So, Lizzie, are you willing to go with the agent?
Well, I am obedient, and Zara told me to go up, so I'm going up.
Okay.
I hope she saves my baby.
Save my baby.
So I have that iron box on my belt,
Mm-hmm.
and since I don't know what this witch's defenses are, I'm probably going to open that box.
I've already forgotten what the iron box is.
It has redstone in it.
Oh, that's right. So what do you want to do with it?
It's got like a couple of redstone bullets and then like a redstone like standard issue redstone like amulet kind of
Okay.
a deal. So I'm just gonna, put on my pin redstone to keep myself safe, and then I'll close it back up and leave the bullets inside.
Okay. I'm going to say as soon as you do you want to take a shot at this thing first?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As I'm running up the stairs, I'm putting the pin on, and then when I see them, I will take the shot.
Okay. Well, you see them as soon as you turn the corner at the
Okay.
bottom of the stairs. And you have your shot. So if you want to take it, you can take it. If you
Yeah,
want
I
to
took it.
if you want to spend a point of willpower to do a flashback, you could have loaded a redstone bullet into your gun.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So 1 point of willpower. And how
Yeah.
many redstone bullets do you want to put in your gun?
I feel like she only has like a clip's worth, and it would kind of have to be in a clip.
Yeah.
So I'll just put the whole clip
Okay.
in.
That sounds good. So you've got 6 redstone.
Yeah.
Redstone. I just realized the Minecraft of redstone.
Yeah.
Damn it. Because Aster put some redstone in the chat. Nice. All right. Yeah. Okay. So you've got 6 rounds, and you fire 1, and the bullet cuts through the air and dispels the thing that it hits. So you see sort of red fire rush through its being. The bullet continues forward and hits a glass window and spiderwebs it. But the creature that you hit just disintegrates. And
Okay,
that
that's
is
good.
not normal.
Yeah.
You've never
So-
seen that happen before.
That was probably not a real thing. We have illusions.
All right. So, Lizzie, you feel like a little weak as you come up behind Jewel, as she now has an iron box that she has opened, and you can feel sort of the magic getting sucked out of you a little bit. It does not feel nice. But then when you kind of get like a few seconds to think about it, you're like, I've actually felt like that already. Like, as soon as we got in here, kind of felt like that was happening. And then everybody starts to realize, oh yeah, I've been feeling that too.
Is that why everyone's starting to fail?
That's because the dice bot hates you. But don't worry, it hates me too.
It hates everybody.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
It doesn't seem to
Apparently
really
doesn't hate
hate
me or-
Issa right now. Yeah.
All right. Let's jump back up to the roof and what Aster is doing. So, Aster, you have successfully got this chimeric tiger off of your back, but it looks like it's coming in for another kill shot if you don't do something about it.
Oh.
And just FYI, it's higher tier, so it's effectively got a clock. So it needs 3 more ticks on its clock before it goes down.
But hey, if you hurt it, you hurt the witch, so that's good.
Yeah. I'm already low on essence, so
Nice.
but like, yeah, I'm probably going to electrocute the fucker.
Lightning?
Yeah, elemental projection.
Okay.
Make a ranged attack with a single element.
Okay.
Think.
So you're gonna send a lightning spark at it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I'm gonna say, since it's leaping at you, we'll make this standard effect and risky. Or no, desperate, sorry. Because it's trying to do it's trying to kill you.
Oh
Right.
no.
And it would be a target.
Mm-hmm.
Would it help the fact that Zero is still trying to peck at the bitch?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, if you're willing to put your owl in harm's way as well, then yeah, I'll give you +1 die for that.
Scared.
That is a complete success.
Ooh.
Long
Nice.
live Saru.
The lightning spark that you send at it, it's just distracted enough that the spark hits it in the upper chest, and it goes sprawling backwards. And then it starts to shrink, and it sort of swims through the air and goes behind a bunch of patio equipment and furniture and things like that, and tries to slither away from you as quickly as it can. And yeah, it becomes the size of a small viper.
Nice.
You can resist that effect if you'd like, and to try to keep it there. Maybe by having your owl grab a hold of it once it gets smaller. So I
Yeah.
would say a prowess resist might be able to resist it getting away.
Sure. Let's try. I do not have any dice in Prowl.
So it's a prowess resist.
Yeah.
And your their sheet is glitched out, so they actually have 1 die in prowess.
What, the sheet?
Yeah. Astra's character sheet.
Uh-huh.
It glitched out, so it looks like there's 0 dice in prowess, but there's actually
Oh, maybe the wrong box is checked, or it just fucked up.
we were trying to figure that out, but we never actually got the answers for that.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. If you have any in that first row, which if you're any skills and any actions in that first row, You count that number, and that's the number of dice you roll.
Oh, okay. Then I have a
One.
whole 1 die.
So exclamation point 1R, and that'll tell you.
Get it.
Oh no, it's
Oh.
another 3 essence. Or another 3 willpower. So, this thing is striking at your owl over and over again, and your owl keeps pecking, and it finally, after like the 3rd attempt, grabs a hold of its tail and stops it from slithering away. So that's good, because if that thing would have gotten away, you'd have virtually no chance of hurting the witch that's controlling it.
Gonna fuck up that cat.
Yep. Yeah, now it looks like a kitten. Its little face is like a little tiny kitten face on the front.
No,
On the front.
Gavin!
It's just on the front of a tiny little snake. It's
You have
like,
to kick some kittens.
yeah, you have to kick a kitten to win.
For vengeance.
What hath vengeance wrought on us? All right. So let's go down to the snake that's trapped in the room with the clawing dead.
Uh-oh.
All right. So the dead start rising up in the room that Raven is trapped in, including behind Raven. And there are at least 4 of them. And they're moaning and slowly moving toward the snake.
Slow zombies, that's good.
I guess I could crush, because that's the thing that my snake can do. Crush one of them, probably the one behind me.
Okay. So, like, clear your way back to the door?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, what do you want to use for that?
Unfortunately, all I have is Prowl, and I'm pretty sure that for that a Brawl would be
I think,
more, but...
yeah, Brawl or Spring would give you the best effect, but,
I have no dice in those.
yeah. But I think Prowl will give you reduced effect, but I think you could still make it. You could always do one of the others and spend willpower to give yourself increased dice.
Yeah, I am probably going to do that.
Okay.
Probably going to do a Brawl for that, but with... what was it? Using willpower for it?
Yeah, 2 willpower will give you an extra die.
Eh.
I should make the thing the bots hang out in and just call it Dice Jail. So they're always in Dice Jail.
Maybe they'll behave more then.
Yeah,
So
worth a shot.
One. And that's
That
a failure.
is a
Of
fail.
course.
Okay, so
I'm not doing great.
you shoot your jaws out toward the thing so you can grab a hold of it and wrap your body around it, but it manages to move, and you smack your face into the door, so you guys hear a loud thud against the door that was just closed. And I'm
not very good with sight.
gonna say
Snakes don't see well. Oh, God damn it.
Lizzie takes level 1 harm, bloody nose.
Ouchie.
And then one of the zombies grabs a hold of the snake and chomps it for another level 1 harm. You can choose to resist either of those. Or both.
Probably going to resist the chomp.
Alright, I think prowess.
Prowess, yep, that's a 1. Please, Dicebot, quit being mean to me. Eh,
All right. That's how you do it. All right. So,
finally.
yeah, your snake is able to writhe away from the zombie's mouth, and you like tail flick it in the face, and you don't get bit,
Here.
and that costs you no willpower. Fantastic.
Yay.
All right. Who else wants to take an action?
Well, I'll burst into the room and start punching people
All right.
or zombies with a snake root hiss, which allows me to exude a plant toxin of my choice. And my idea is to use 2 essence for a paralytic toxin, so whatever I punch or touch gets paralyzed.
Okay. I'm gonna say reduced effect because they're zombies and you're not exactly sure if their physiology is gonna work with your poison, but still a decent chance it will. So that would be risky reduced effect.
I'll spend 2 willpower for an extra die,
Okay.
just to give me a little bump.
Oh, actually, and then they also have scale on you. So,
True.
but I'm gonna say the scale is countered by the fact that you're a giant moose human.
Yes.
Okay. So still reduced.
Okay.
Oh dang! As
Ooh.
close as you could get to a critical. Okay. Yeah, you can describe what happens. You just literally tear through all 4 of them, and
So what I imagine in my head is Rob Zombie's Dragula is playing in the background as I'm just smashing heads against walls and causing mayhem so Raven can escape.
nice. Yeah, I think as you were walking into the room, you like put your hand on what turned out to be an intercom, and like it like the power from the lightning up there surged into your hand and then back into the radio, and yeah, the music starts playing all through the whole house
Oh yeah.
at like maximum volume, drowning out the alarm noises and everything. And then yeah,
That's nice.
you go in through the doorway, and then the door closes, and the snake gets pushed out, and the door closes, and all you hear is zombies just getting absolutely wrecked for like 30 full seconds, and then
Nice.
the door opens back up, and Zyra is completely fine.
Covered in blood.
Yeah,
But
covered in blood, but yeah, yeah.
Raven's probably going to like climb on Zara and be like and look very scared, like not doing that again, please.
it's okay, puppy noodle.
What's Sigurd up to?
I think shit, I'm indecisive. I'm not good in this type of game.
There are so many choices. It's not like other tabletop games where you have like a limited number. Like I've got 4 moves I can do. It's like this thing. Like the whole world is your oyster. And if you don't like oysters, no.
Don't eat 'em.
Oysters, clams, whatever, shellfish.
Yeah. Don't be shellfish.
Unfortunate.
I think I'm going to work on finding Lizzie's snake.
Okay.
Do we know where the snake is?
Zyra got it out of the room safely, and then
Okay.
that's when she started tearing up all the zombies. So, yeah, the snake is fine already, and then Jewel and Lizzie are about to head up the stairs.
All right, then I might head up the stairs too.
Okay. Right.
Seems like that's where the action's going to be.
All right. As you get close to Lizzie and Jewel, you feel that same feeling that I was mentioning, like the magic is kind of getting drained out of you. And as you bypass the two of them to head up the stairs, it actually gets worse rather than better. So it's definitely not coming from just Jewel's box. Jewel's box?
My toolbox.
Your jewel box. And you can see a little bit of moonlight coming in on the next floor, but when you take a couple more steps up, you see that the entire floor up here is covered in writhing snakes. Just wall-to-wall snakes. They're all over the couches, the chairs, the floor.
Why are so many snakes?
You know, I like snakes, but that's a little too many snakes for me.
It's too many. It's too much.
How many snakes?
What kind of snakes are they?
They are vipers. They are.
Oh, yeah, that's not cool.
They're not the good kind. And as soon as Sigurd gets close, they just start spilling over the edge and tumbling down the stairs toward you all.
No.
And on that, we are going to take a quick break. So we'll be
All
right
right.
back.
Yay.
back to Vengeance, our Patreon special one-shot for Struggle Princess, who is playing Aster Milan here, who is probably, well, not any longer in the most danger out of everybody here. And yes, so three of them, Sigurd, Lizzie, and Jewel, are seeing tiny poisonous vipers spilling from the second floor down the stairs toward them. And let's see, Aster is on the roof still, and their familiar has a different snake, a tiger viper hybrid, by the tail. And Zyra has just mopped the floor with a bunch of zombies, and the song Dragula has just stopped playing over the loudspeaker. All right. Who wants to take an action next?
I guess I'm going to do what Asa suggested to me.
Okay.
And try to emotion control the group of teeny snake.
So there are two ways you can do this. You can sort of do it blind, by like blindly controlling emotions that you assume are already there, or you can use your grimoire sense and do a short ritual to give you an idea of what kind of emotions are present.
Yeah, I'm going to do that because I have the willpower and the sense for it.
So what does that look like? What short ritual do you do to sense emotions?
She's going to put her hand like kind of on her shoulder from under her hoodie, because she's wearing a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to rub basically a tattoo that she has there, and she's going to concentrate on it basically, and kind of open herself to the emotions, I guess.
All right. So you open yourself up and you are ready to feel the emotions flooding in, and you realize that nothing around you except your coven mates and friends are exuding any kind of emotions here.
That's what I expected. They're illusions, they're not even there.
Yep. So
we can just walk.
I'm not gonna die.
Perfect use of that ability. And as do you want to try to convince everybody else that they're not real?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
How do you want to do that?
Probably using a consort.
Okay.
And I'm going to basically calm them down and be like, they're not real.
Okay. I think unless any of the characters are particularly afraid of poisonous snakes, and then I don't think I'd even call for a roll for that.
It's not particularly afraid of venomous snakes.
Well, not particularly afraid of venomous snakes when you've been told that they're not real. Do you think your character would have a harder time believing the witches?
No.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I know that magic is real and people do this crazy shit.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Would they be able to sense my thoughts?
Yeah, they just sense what's closest first. So yeah, they could probably who is it? Lizzie could probably sense that there's kind of a struggle going on. Some confusion and some worry and stuff from you up there, for sure.
I'm going to want to go up there. If only to give a little heal if there is any wounds.
All right. Anybody else want to take an action?
I'm really just trying to dispose of this kitten.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want.
Do you want to have your owl just fly it off the roof?
I was thinking that I was just gonna lava it a bit, just to.
Well, your owl could probably nom. Could be hungry.
Nom nom nom.
What
Yeah.
happens
Well,
if one
from I don't
familiar
want to
eats
kill this
another?
kitten to I'm going to throw it in lava.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm like gonna feel really bad about it. But I can make like handful of lava,
Mhm.
so I'm just like, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Go to
Try to
sleep in
kill
the
me.
burning.
Yeah, just cooking a meal for my owl.
Okay. I think it's like writhing around and trying to get away. And there's a chance it'll get free from the owl. So, what kind of roll do you want to make for that?
Good one. Hmm.
I'm thinking since it's still a viper, that it can probably deliver venom. So, I would say whatever it is, it's probably gonna still be desperate.
Right. I was like trying to think if this is if I could like somehow use like focus or something to make sure that I got it on the right points so that I wasn't able to sprawl away.
Okay. All right. Sure. That sounds good. And do you want to spend any willpower or anything to increase the effect?
Just I really want that thing dead, so yes. Or maybe not willpower. Maybe not.
Take a Fey bargain.
That'll give you an extra
Yeah,
die.
I need that thing dead. I really need it dead. So that would.
I think you want a Fey bargain?
Fuck it, let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that this Baba has really good control over death, and so when their familiar is destroyed, it will instead its ashes or whatever's left of it will return to a locket that she has, and it will not be dead, but it will be unable to harm you anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you a +1 die for that.
Woo.
So that'll be +1 die. I'm gonna say increased effect and desperate still, because there's a chance it'll get a bite in. Wow! Pulled that one out. Wow, awesome. Complete success. So you want to describe what that looks like, or do you want to leave it to everyone's imaginations?
I mean, there's a lava and a kitten snake. Imagine it.
Yeah. Yeah, the lava kind of rolls down its back, and it tries to strike the owl, but it can't get around sort of the ball of lava, and it just sort of shrivels up, and then you watch as its sort of essence filters through the roof and down, and just vanishes. And you're like, oh crap, it didn't die, but it's not going to cause us any more trouble.
In that case, I'm gonna try to get back inside.
All right. Yeah, I think with your lava trick, you'll probably be able to get in there pretty quickly.
Yeah.
1 essence, or you can just spend some extra time on it. Your choice.
Yeah, because I can make like a palm-sized amount.
Yeah.
lava. So I can just... I don't think I want to use acid on it. I have time.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware,
Yeah.
everything's going great downstairs.
Yeah. All right. So the rest of the group has all met up at sort of the bottom of the stairs. You've all convinced yourselves that the vipers that are spilling down the stairs toward you are not real, and they are not to be feared.
Going up.
Who's leading?
Probably Joel, because I don't have any weapons.
Okay, that makes sense.
Actually, have a knife.
Jewel, what's the idea? Shoot anything you see?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Then a target, if that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mouse went to sleep again.
And
Alrighty.
Whoa, it's a crit.
Nice.
Okay. You pop up just above the stairwell, and there's sort of a gap between the rail and the floor. And as you pop up, you're aiming right between the two, and you see the red dress, and you have her dead in your sights.
All right, then she gets shot with the red crystal bullet.
Okay.
All the snakes vanish
Mm-hmm.
because it is not only causing her bullet wound problems, it also is sucking up all of her magical essence.
Yeah.
Make it more difficult for her to cast, more difficult for her to use, any kind of grimoire senses or anything like that.
Yeah. All right.
And she yelps like
Yeah.
a sad baby kitty.
All right. And then you can I'll describe what happens next, and then you get a bonus effect because you criticaled. Okay. So what happens next is everybody else is sort of pushing, and you guys end up at the top of the stairs, so everybody can see what's going on, and you see that she has some kind of artifact, like a amulet or something, on her chest. And as she falls to the ground, you see that she starts to like shrivel up and becomes her true self. Does not look anything like the glamour she had placed upon herself. But you also notice that there's another artifact on her back, and as she starts to sort of shrivel up, the two get closer together, and you can see that they're trying to join with each other, and there's like electricity crackling between the two. It's almost like they're being attracted together but also repelled at the same time, and you can feel that intense, well, Jewel doesn't feel it, but everybody else does, that intense anti-magic feeling that you were feeling before is much, much stronger now. And you watch as she sort of slumps to the ground, and these two artifacts are now hovering where she was standing, and like I said, kind of repulsing each other, but also energy crackling between of them. One of them is glowing with a green light, and the other with a red light. Now you can take your additional action, or your additional benefit of your roll.
Okay, tell me if this is impossible. Instead of one shot, I fire 2 shots.
Oh, yeah.
And I shoot one of the hovering artifacts
Okay.
with the red bullet.
Which one do you think you shot? The green one or the red one?
I'm going to say since my bullet is red and it's red, like tracks alike, and I shot the red one.
Okay. So there's sort of some metal shielding around the red one, and the shielding rips off the side of it, and then it kind of twists and starts to come in closer contact with the other one. Then they both fall to the floor, and the green artifact just starts insane plant growth starts to fill the room.
Neat.
Almost like spidery legs of vines reaching out in all directions and just sort of crawling along the floor. And it's coming up toward the handrail that you're close to. All right. And we'll say that Aster has just come in from outside, and when Aster came down the stairs, you see all this from an alternate angle, but you see the same thing happen.
Don't we have a plant person?
That'd be me.
I'm gonna be like, we need a plant person up here.
I need a plant person stat.
Give me 100 cc of pesticide.
Yeah, it almost feels like wild magic was just cast in the area. Like, all the magical energy feels like it was kind of sucked out of you. So anything else that happens up here magically, as far as people's spells, is going to be at reduced effect. Because part of the magic is just getting sucked into the red artifact.
That's fun.
How far away is this red artifact?
Like 3-4 feet.
I wanna go snatch it up.
Okay.
I can put it in my box. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you're the only one who can. Safely.
Yeah, seemingly. Okay.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm thinking you could either not make a roll and take some really some effects, or you could attempt a focus roll.
No.
To see like how much you're able to like sort of yeah. I didn't think that would be very likely.
I mean, I'll do it. I can take the box off of my belt and try to scoop it.
Okay.
Rather than grab it with my hands.
Okay. What do you want to do for that? We can just do a fortune roll.
Yeah, let's do that. How many die fortune rolls do you want?
2.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, my first roll of the night, and that's not too bad. All right. Yeah, the red artifact seems to resist you pushing it, but once it gets in the box, it slams into all the other red crystal-related items you have, and they all like ooze and merge together.
Neat.
Almost like red mercury.
I'm gonna close that box.
And as soon as you close the box, the power of the green one seems to intensify greatly.
Oh, no.
And not only is it covering the floor, but now that it starts puffing up, and
it's puffing up.
we'll play with some vines after this. But yeah, the other one seems to have gained a significant amount of power.
Okay, yeah, we really need that plant person.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my Grimoire ability Plant Control to focus everything onto that green thing
Okay.
to try and keep the power contained.
Okay. I'm gonna say, because this is your grimoire, your base level of effect is going to be no effect, but you can increase that. It's so powerful, and then there's the reduced effect on top of that from what effectively feels like wild magic. You know what? Let's just make it reduced effect, since she did get the red artifact inside of an iron box. Let's call it just reduced effect.
How about with a couple of essence to boost my magic powers?
Sounds good. How many do you want to spend?
2 essence.
Okay, I'll give you standard effect.
Okay. And then what am I rolling?
That's up to you.
Okay.
I think focus makes a lot of sense, but I could definitely be swayed.
Let's see. Focus works as much as any of the others, so.
Nice. Ooh, oh wow. A partial success. And yeah, desperate reduced effect. Let me pull that up.
Wasn't it standard?
Yes, you're right, it was standard. Desperate standard. Success at a cost. I think your green magic is attractive to it. And so as soon as you start using green magic, the plants start targeting you. And so as you're reducing them, they're also putting all their energy in getting to you specifically. So they kind of consolidate. And I think that is going to look like... That's going to look like level 3 harm, as they are trying to tear at you and stop you from reducing them.
Can I resist with resolve?
Sounds good to me, yeah. You have any kind of special powers like warding or anything like that that could help?
Okay. Nothing directly.
Okay. Hey, it's a complete success. It costs you no willpower. What does that look like?
So as they're trying to get to me, they reach onto me, but they can't actually move or drain once they're within, say, a foot of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They just seem to lose all their power as soon as they get within, like, they're just about to touch you. You're able to, like, focus that on keeping them from getting too close to you. I'm going to say that reduces it from level 3 harm to no harm. Alright. I can't use my healing if you guys don't take damage. Nice. The dichotomy of healing and taking damage. You guys have to get hurt for me to help you.
Well, you can always help us emotionally.
Yeah.
I mean, I can still heal Aster. I remember they have like level 1 arm. I think.
Yeah.
The amulet at the center of all these plants that are growing just turns off. It just goes completely dark, and all the plants that were jutting out of it get cut off from it at their roots, but they don't stop. So it looks like there are like 3 gargantuan-sized vine creatures that are now outside of this amulet. One of them has been significantly weakened by Zyra, but one of them is heading toward Aster, and the other one is trying to climb down into the stairwell and get to everyone else.
Can I use emotion control to calm them down?
I think you would have a pretty good chance of that, yeah. What do you want to use for
Role
that?
would that be? A consort, obviously.
Yeah, consort
Okay.
sort of implies you're like being very friendly with them.
Yeah, trying to calm them down.
Yeah.
I'm being sweet.
Coming across as a friend, not an enemy.
Yeah. I mean, we freed them.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess sort of what do you have to offer them?
Love.
You can also just focus on controlling the emotions around you.
I guess I could use sway, but I have less dice in this one.
Yeah, I think sway makes more sense if you don't have like sort of a friendly they don't seem to have a friendly attitude toward you. I think sway would probably give you the greater effect level, or
Yeah.
of the two.
I'll just use 2 willpower to get an additional dice.
Okay, so that'll be risky reduced effect. Oh no, wait, we got rid of the redstone, so risky standard.
Well, Dicebot still hates me.
Okay. I think what this looks like is the other two that you weren't focused on, they drop their rage level and calm, but the one that was specifically rushing you is like locked onto you and just tries to slam you down the stairs. So it just hits you like a ton of bricks. And you're going to go flying down the stairs, which is probably going to look like level 3 harm, unless you want to resist.
I do.
You want to resist?
I'm
Wow.
not going to get hit like that.
What if I shoot the plant before it gets to them?
So you want to do like, you want to try to get in the way so it attacks you instead, like a protect action?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could spend a willpower to do a protect, and then you would get to make the resist instead.
Okay. And that's like a prowess resist?
Yeah, prowess makes sense to me.
Yeah, let me see. What are my prowess
As
dice?
long
I
as
feel like
Lizzie is fine with that, you taking the potential damage instead.
So bad. I'm doing so bad. I'm not trying it myself.
Yeah, because if you
let's
get
see.
hurt, it's harder to heal. But if Jewel gets hurt, easier to heal. Plus, helps with their story arc if they protect somebody.
And hey, if all else fails, I can take some of your harm.
Oh.
So
It's very sexy of you.
I take your harm, then you heal me.
Okay.
I'm a good girl.
Definitely after
I
I'm
have a
done with you.
decent amount of resist in that one, so.
All right.
Oh, nice.
That is a complete success.
Yeah.
So what does that look like? How do you not go down the stairs, or how do you not take damage when you get pushed down the stairs?
Well, I shoot it with one of my red bullets.
Okay.
I think I am. This will be my 4th bullet.
Yeah.
And the red stone, like the opposite, of him, kind of slows him down, maybe makes him a little bit smaller, less of a problem. And so when it hits me, I'm able to brace myself a little bit better. I got real good quads, and
All right. Yeah.
I
You
can
crouch
yeah,
down
I
low in
can
a shooter's stance, and
yeah,
you
harder
take
to knock over.
you take so much energy out of it from it slant from the bullet hitting it that it just doesn't have that much force when it finally gets to the two of you, and it's unable to knock you down the stairs.
Yeah.
Awesome. Aster, one's coming for you.
Well, I'm gonna send some lightning at it, 'cause that's what I do best.
Nice.
Oh, I mean, they're plants, right?
Yeah.
So, question,
Yeah.
um, when it comes to element control,
Mm-hmm.
can I control the water inside something?
Going guitar on this.
And coax movement out of natural elements, even against yeah. The elements move slowly. Um, yeah, I don't see why not.
Like, wanna go full on Korra and just Katara?
Right. Okay, what's the intent?
I feel like if I try and remove some of the water from it, it's not gonna be as strong and can't.
Yeah.
Because, like, plants without water is really sad.
Yeah.
It would definitely triple.
So there's 3 of them. Do you want to use it on all of them at once, or do you want to just try to take water out of the one that's coming after you right now?
I think I'll start with the one coming after me,
Okay.
just to see if it works. Because I haven't done that before.
Sure. All right. Um Generally there's no cost for that, but since this is like a large creature and magically animated, I'm thinking some extra essence and a roll of some kind.
Yeah,
What do you think?
good with that.
I'd say at least 1 essence, maybe 2.
Yeah. Uh, I feel like it would either be a focus or a target.
Okay, yeah, I could see either. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
So I would say this one has been had its emotions controlled a little bit. So I'm gonna say risky.
yeah.
And how much essence are you using?
Mm, I only have 2 essence left.
You can
So,
run out of essence and it doesn't really cause any problems for you. It's when you use essence that you don't have is when you start having problems. And even then, they're easy to worry. It's like it's not like running out of spell slots. You can still use magic, but it always comes with consequences. But they're magical consequences. So.
again, Aster is currently pissed
Mm-hmm.
and out for vengeance, so I don't feel like they would care about the consequences at the
Yeah.
moment.
So going down to 0 has no consequences. So.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're doing 2 essence then.
Nice.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say risky greater effect.
Okay, and that would is it. See, then it's just 2 die because that's what I have.
Sounds good.
Please, dice bot. Please. Yes.
Dicebot says partial success. All right. I think that it gets close to you, and it does. One of the tentacles of plant comes and slams down on you, and that's when you notice that it has some spines in the end of its vine. And so you are going to be looking at level 2 harm, but you are also going to fully successfully drain all of the water out of its body, leaving it basically a useless husk.
Nice.
So
level 2 harm, thorn in my side.
I was thinking thorn in the side of my face, but yeah, that works. And you can resist that if you'd like.
I think I'll take it.
Okay. All right, level 2
Don't
harm.
exactly have that much willpower to lose either.
Nice. Yeah, running out of willpower is a problem. That will
Yeah.
leave you with trauma at the end of.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, we already have enough trauma as it is, so.
Yeah.
Character trauma, not player trauma. Although, I mean, I'm sure a bad enough game. We never want to leave players with trauma after a session. Just characters.
No.
All right. Okay, so yeah, that one has. It's just. It's nothing. It's just dry plant material in front of you.
Nice. That's fun.
All right. Sigurd?
Trying to think what I even have that would be useful right here.
What you're an eclectic?
Mm-hmm.
What powers do you have?
I have Gremlin Bane and Seeker's Sense.
Nice. Ah.
And general powers are Evil Eye, Cutaneous, Talon, and Warding.
Okay.
Cutaneous Talon will give you a weapon.
Yeah, a significant one. Cutaneous Talon will
Yes.
create a significant weapon for you. Help you if you wanted to tear a hole in one of these vines. That would be a good way to do it.
Oh, I can do that. So I'm going to grow as big of a dagger from my body as I can to cut through the vines.
Nice. Where do you want to grow that talon?
I'm gonna go ahead and grow it from my arm. Seems like the most useful place to grow it from.
Yeah, a lot of control over those arm fangs. Awesome.
Hold on. The phone is almost out of power.
There's one in front of Jewel and Lizzie. That is probably the easiest one to get to from where you are.
All right.
It's been shot with a redstone bullet.
All right, I'll go for that one. Going to try to take off its vines. What do I roll for that?
You get to choose. I think Brawl would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, I can do Brawl.
Finesse, yeah.
Even Spring, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Finesse would make sense because you're trying to get like a specific part of it.
Alright, I have points in Brawl and Finesse, so nice. I'll go ahead and do Finesse.
Nice.
Good.
It's about time we saw some finesse in this. I'm gonna say that's gonna be risky standard. That's a complete success.
Yeah.
So this thing has 3 big, writhing, viney tentacles that are trying to attack you, and you're able to do. You can describe what happens.
All right. So it's trying to go for me, but I weave in and out of the vine tentacles, and I keep just out of its reach every time it goes for me. And as I'm weaving around it, I remove the vines with the cutaneous talon, and they fall useless to the ground.
Yeah, they're like leaking like aloe plants, with the very dangerous part of the tip of the vine removed. And yeah, they just sort of fall to the floor and writhe around for a few more seconds and then just collapse. All right, and that leaves one trying to jump over the railing and get down to where. Well, let's see. No, I guess that was. It's just up there. Actually, maybe it's going for a window. Like it's looking for a way out.
Can I do a commune plant control combo move?
Yeah, sure. What's the idea?
So the idea is to physically stop it from doing such, while also trying to talk it out of leaving.
Okay.
Sort of like a two-pronged attack.
All right. You think to do that as one action, maybe some extra essence and a focus roll?
Let's do 2 essence and a little focus.
Okay. I'll say risky standard. Oh no.
No.
Okay. So the plant is like running away from you. But then it stops and you're like, "Oh, I have contact." Like you're
I'm gonna do it.
you're communicating. And you you feel your conscious mind being like pushed back as something in its entity starts to take control of you, and you notice that the green light on the amulet starts to pulse back to life, and it slides across the floor and then hits your foot and starts crawling up you.
I
So
want to resolve this.
which part of that do you want to resist?
I don't want my conscience to be pushed away.
Okay.
I'm trying to focus on being in the moment.
Yeah, I think resolve makes perfect sense for that then. Okay, not the worst. You cost you 1 willpower. You retain your senses, and it's like what really happened is when you opened your mind to communicate with the plant, the amulet took it as like an opening and tried to take you over. So now it is only physically on you, trying to take you over, and no longer you have repelled it from taking you over mentally. Okay. So it is crawling up your leg. And the other plant, after it stopped for a moment, it is now continuing to make a beeline for the balcony.
Can I stop it?
I think you can.
Good.
Good. All right.
That is
What do you want to do?
Elemental projection, I think.
Ooh, okay.
That.
What element do you use with that? I think you did stone earlier.
I used stone with my element creation.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Oh yeah, you used like a shocking spark.
Yeah.
Nice.
My chosen element is lightning.
Yeah.
So. Guess it's cool.
Yeah. Not as cool as ice, but.
Just shocking.
Alright.
That is it.
Fuck. Damn it.
Oh, did you roll already?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. That is a not such a great roll. So I think what happens is it gets to you with such speed that when you shoot the lightning at it, part of it has already wrapped around your leg, and so the energy goes into it and then right back up into you, and your entire right leg that it had grabbed a hold of you with one of its vines is completely asleep.
Asleep.
Yeah.
Asleep.
I feel like they have done this to themselves a lot. So they're like, not again.
They're like, oh,
Damn
I can't fall asleep. Lightning bolt.
Yeah.
Start by relaxing your feet.
Yeah.
It's
a defibrillator.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's any harm because you're used to it, but it is. You're gonna have a hard time walking, and it means that the thing is able to sort of bypass you and starts up the stairs behind you.
How do I mark it if I use more essence than I have?
Oh, that was beyond your essence?
Yeah.
You don't have to mark it, so that means you get an additional magical effect, which is a penalty. So I think the that's interesting because you already kind of took one. Let's say it's actually like level 1 harm then from the lightning. It really it gets deep into your bones. And like yeah, it actually does burn a little. If you run out of level 1 harm slots, then it just pops up to level 2. Yeah. I'm not sure how much you've taken.
2 level 1s, 1 level 2.
Gotcha. All right. So yeah, it bypasses you and starts up the stairs. And at this point, it's pretty much out of everybody's view, but it wouldn't be too hard to get up to it. Who wants to take an action?
I guess I'm taking off after the plant monster.
Anybody going with Jewel?
I'm going with the Jewel.
What was that, Izza?
I was thinking I would send Reva up, since she's, a large animal.
Okay. And who else was going?
I was.
Okay, Sigurd. Awesome. So Lizzie and Zyra are staying down. But
yeah, I was thinking about trying to heal after.
Okay. All right. Who wants to take an action next?
I'll shoot another bullet at the plant thing.
Okay.
So that'll be another target roll, and
I'm gonna say
I'm gonna
risky standard.
I'm like, I want to spend an essence to give myself another die.
No.
Or take a fey bargain. Like, I can't even take a fey
Not
bargain.
in your purview, I know. Isn't it sad?
I guess I'll spend some willpower then. What happens if she runs out of willpower? She just
Trauma.
dies.
Trauma. Mundanes can take trauma too. I mean, just look
Okay.
at us. IRL.
That's why we have therapy.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, complete success on risky standard. So you shoot it in the back. Not that it really
Okay.
has a back, but
Yeah. Yeah, as much of a back as it has.
as any plant has. Right. Yeah. It smashes into the glass on the balcony double doors, and sort of gets half impaled on that, as well as shot in the back by this red bullet, and yeah, all the magic energy sort of gets sucked out of it, and it collapses there. So it looks like the only current threat left is this green amulet that is climbing Zyra.
I'll shoot it. No.
Dang.
I want to heal Aster if possible first.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm going to use empathetic healing
Okay,
and use 2 essence for it.
okay.
I feel like Aster kind of looked okay, and then you looked behind them and you just see claw marks down their back.
Mhm.
And you're like, oh shit. Honestly, this was my good shirt as well. Like,
Yeah, that's the worst part about taking harm.
yeah,
Ruins your clothes.
yeah.
So what does that look
What
like
is
when Lizzie casts that?
like kind of like the previous ritual? Like she just puts one hand under her hoodie, like on the tattoos that she has, and she puts another on like. I'm guessing just for fun. She's going to put her hand on Aster's ass, basically, and
But yeah,
yeah, kind of like use that as like kind of a connection to heal and close the wounds and stuff like that.
Nice. Yeah, and it happens with amazing speed. Um, and uh, yeah, you also get to gather information about the wounds, but you get to sort of reenact in your mind without the pain, seeing how it all happened and everything. So it allows you to empathize with them even more.
here and it's just surprise. Tiger.
You're surprised, Tiger.
Yeah. And meanwhile, I'm still nose bleeding. My snake took a fucking wall.
Oh yeah.
Wall to the face.
How is my harm looking now?
You are completely
Since I
healed.
used 2 essence, it heals everything.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you
Empathic
harmed?
healing is the best healing. This is why nobody ever plays an empath, because they're too awesome. They'll heal everybody in like split second.
Does Lizzie have
If
any
they get
harm?
hurt. I mean, yeah, she has a nosebleed.
Yeah.
Not from touching your ass, but because she got a ball to the face.
That's the empathetic part.
I think while you're grabbing my ass, I'm gonna grab your ass and
Reciprocation.
transfer your harm over to me by using servant sacrifice.
Aww. That's so nice. Yeah, that
It's grabbing.
for 1 essence it transfers the harm over to you, but then you heal it instantly. But you do feel the pain.
Yeah.
of
Mutual ass grabbing. Fantastic.
the ass
The
grabbing.
best way to healing.
You're just both
balances
sitting
out.
there with nosebleeds.
Yeah.
So, question.
It's like an anime.
It says caster may spend essence to reduce each level of harm.
Yep.
So can I just take the harm without using essence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm completely fine with one level of harm.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you see a drip of blood drop out of your nose after you heal Lizzie.
And I look fucking hot
Yeah, you do.
with it. So
Nice. All right. So I think
Green amulet.
yeah, I think I'm gonna make a fortune roll. We're gonna see how bad this thing gets, how fast.
Oh,
Guys,
no.
don't kill me now.
Low rolls are worse. Okay, partial success. So, think that means that it causes one level of harm to you and then heals it.
Okay.
Have you taken any other damage?
No.
Okay. Do you, let's see. I'm trying to think of if you have like any problems or anything, like, you know, if you had a hangnail or something. It's healed
Probably.
now.
Oh, cool. But my antlers probably got chipped at some point.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it you feel like your body is being reinforced with plant matter.
I don't know if this is necessarily a bad thing at the moment.
Yeah,
This honestly just sounds cool.
you definitely feel invigorated from it. All right. Anything else anyone wants to do? Coven idea. Just bros. Frat house full of bros.
yeah, I mean we did talk about that.
Dad ass.
Yeah. The lady, right? What happened to her? Did she shrivel up
shriveled up.
completely? Like
Yeah.
there's nothing
She
left?
died?
The when you shot her, it was the two amulets that were keeping her alive. And
Oops.
so yeah, when you shot her, it disconnected her from both of them, and she just died of sort of old age.
Okay.
I wanted to hurt her.
You still can. Her corpse is on the ground. I don't think abuse of a corpse was on our lines and veils, so feel free.
Just gonna kick it.
Kick it. Oops.
Cremation!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Can I touch what's the status of the green amulet?
It's on Zyra, but yeah, you could touch it.
Because I want to gather information about its path with psychometry
I think
using
it's
one
figured out.
essence.
Psychometry. That is going to tell you about emotional events in its past. Yeah, that's pretty useful. All right. What do you want to roll for that? You get to choose. It's gather information.
Good question. Study, I guess.
Okay. Do you have any essence? You have enough to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still have plenty of essence.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to use a fig bargain for one more day.
Okay.
Why
not? This thing is going to recognize your resonance, and if it's ever detached from Zyra, it's gonna come after you next.
Well, at least it's less dangerous than a moose.
An angry plant-based moose.
Uh,
Yeah,
mm.
you're now effectively a mandrake moose,
You're a broccoli moose.
broccoli moose.
I mean,
Hmm, that doesn't sound very tasty.
by the power of
Broccoli
broccoli.
mousse. I prefer chocolate mousse. So that's 2G.
G, yeah, and that's gonna be
GG.
standard.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
complete success.
Hey.
All right,
Finally.
this thing has a past, like a long past. You just get flashes of all the different lives it's ruined over the last 120 or so years. And as they go further and further back in time, it becomes a more and more alien and surreal experience, and it kind of almost leaves your character traumatized from all the information. So it's the kind of thing that we would probably have to discuss in separate, after the game. What just happened?
I can shoot you with a bullet and see if it pops off. It worked the last time.
I was
we do
gonna
have an
ask
empath.
if we could see what material it was made of.
And somehow the everybody's audio stuff got messed up. I don't know how that happened.
Oh.
Who had the sound issues on the bingo card?
No, it's not sound. It's like
It's still technical difficulties.
yeah, it's still technical difficulties. But you see how Andrea and Aster are not shown on the audio thing
On the
anymore.
little thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what happened. It all moved up. So weird. I don't know how that happened.
So
That
they can't
is
hear us
really
anymore?
weird. Yeah, we can hear you on our
Yeah,
end.
we
No,
can all
it's
hear you.
just the display.
It's just the display that messed up. So they can see our hangout space and our movie night. So if anybody's in
How
here,
scandalous.
come see us. Come join our Discord. We were thinking about doing a movie night this weekend. What was the movie?
I can't remember.
I can't either. It's such a good one.
What was it?
When we remember, we'll tell you, and you'll be like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's a good one."
I remember thinking we should totally watch this on for movie night, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
I should have written it down then. I can't remember anything.
But yeah, I will tell you outside of the game some of the history of this amulet. All right. It sounds like you guys accomplished what you set out to do.
We did it.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
I'm gonna give you guys you should join the Legion of the Griffin spiel, military recruitment and all that stuff. Because you guys are great witches. You did this without even needing wild magic. So, I mean...
Can I just smash the window and fly out? My shield's blocking, like, nope, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just walk back out of the door.
Yeah.
The window door.
Well, it's all about making a statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except you can't fly.
You just jump off the building.
Yeah, jump off the building. Let's see what this amulet can do.
Yeah. I just grab Raven back and I'm like, I'm busy. I gotta go, like, meet a guy. like, I have to talk to someone.
Yeah.
I fixed
Estel's
it.
gonna go get drunk. So.
Please don't talk to me or my snake ever again.
Well, I hope I don't have to, because next time you might have to be on the receiving end of the red bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt
That
it.
would be sad. That
I
would
think
be
we know
real
your
sad.
trick now.
You kind of fucked up the beginning of this mission, so like, I doubt it.
I made every shot. Just
That's
saying.
true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But
I took out your witch
you have,
with one bullet by myself, and I don't have any magic. So
yeah, because we were here to guide you there. You would
you
have,
got
you
in the
wouldn't,
door. You opened the
you wouldn't
door.
have,
Good job, guys.
you wouldn't have been past the snakes without me.
Okay,
You would have
everybody.
I wish it didn't
just,
bite me. It wouldn't have really mattered.
just sassing each other back and forth.
Yeah, and like the Red Watch shows up on the roof, and you guys are still arguing, and yeah.
You just see like Astor just eyes just gently peeking, so so they can see the drama, while still pretending that they were dramatic and left. Like,
I have to go see my other snake.
heyo!
All right. Well, I hope
All
you all
right.
had a wonderful time. I sure did.
Oh god, that was so
Yay!
For sure.
fun.
And
Next time I'll make a more useful character.
I mean,
You were fine.
yeah, you were.
Yeah, I guess.
It was
God, I
dice
was so
fun.
nervous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Vengeance has been achieved. That's what we're here for. But you don't you didn't gain a lot of information about why, but that's okay.
Hey,
Good.
I got the amulet. I'm fine.
That's true.
I know. I
Are you
know
though?
technically the past of the amulet, so cool.
Maybe the amulet is evil.
Maybe.
Well,
It ruined lives, so like, survey
Can-
says yes.
can an object truly be evil, though, or is it simply acting as it was created?
Good question.
Depends
It
on if it
seemed
has a
to
spirit
have,
of its own.
yeah, it seemed to have things inside.
Thank you to the Tiny Bishi and the other wonderful people that joined us today in chat. It was so nice
Yeah.
meeting you, and can't wait to meet you all in our Discord later. We do. Oh, and Rotten Prince as well. Thank you so much. We will have this available on YouTube in an hour or so. And we put all of our tabletop games that we run out on YouTube. So don't worry if you've missed this or any of the Night Sky Sanctum is the main one we do on Tuesday nights. And all of the information about all of those previous episodes are out on YouTube. I'll send a link while everybody else tells you where you can find them if you want. We'll go backwards up the list and start with Zyra.
Hi, I'm Issa. You can find me pretty much anywhere at Isabella the Clan. I do have a link tree now at Issa Belladonna. Yeah, I'm the author of Anti-Witch, which is a short story set in the Children of the Midnight Coven world, in my own little, I guess, pocket universe. Yeah, I have lots of fun with it. I have more stories eventually. Hopefully they'll be published. We'll see.
Absolutely. Yeah. Can't wait to see them. Andrea?
Yeah, I'm Andrea. You can find me here on Tuesdays in Night Sky Sanctum. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter as the Wildwood Witch with a Y. And you can find me on Fridays at the Wildwood Witch or the Wildwood_Witch on Twitch. We are going to be doing some fun paranormal investigating type thing this week. We're going to try to work with a spirit box. We're going to probably play with it a little bit beforehand, so we're not complete noobs. But yeah, that's what we're going to do this Friday. And yeah, other witchy conversation. Well, yeah. So
Gonna be
it'll
fun.
be fun.
I'm super excited. We saw the Spirit Box on a show called Hellier that's out on what is it on Amazon Prime, I think. Yeah. It's a really good paranormal show. Even if you're not into paranormal shows normally, they're so much fun.
Because we're not.
Yeah, because we are
I
generally
have
not.
hated every Ghost Hunter show I've ever watched, except for this one.
Yeah, it's
and
really
they're not
good.
really ghost huntering. They're
They started out
paranormal
as
huntering.
ghost hunters, but
Yeah.
so yeah, check them out and check us out tomorrow night. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be at 7 p.m. Aster
We'll
slash
probably host it here, right? And then we'll also have it on Wildwood Witch.
yeah, we
So
will definitely be doing
if you can't
that.
find me in Wildwood, you can come here and then get redirected and give me a follow, please. I need follows.
They need follows. You've got 18 followers now.
Ooh.
That is 2 more than you had yesterday. Awesome.
It is.
We're trying to get to 50 so we can unlock all the Twitch streamer
Integrations and
integration
fun
rewards.
stuff.
All right. Aster slash Struggle Princess. Do you want to be found?
I mean, of course. I can usually be found in the Discords creating chaos, or as Struggle Princess without the E in struggle on Twitter, and just normal Struggle Princess on Instagram.
They wouldn't let you have enough letters to fully struggle?
No.
What a struggle.
Yeah. And if you'd have cut the other S off, it would have been Struggle Princes. And that'd be weird. Just because multiple princes?
Yeah.
One prince would be fine. But...
Oh yeah, definitely. So now I'm just...
I would take multiple.
I bet you would. Wait your turn. Yeah.
I can be found there, making chaos.
Yes, we love your brand of chaos. We actually love all of your brands of chaos that you bring to the table.
Yes, crew.
Lizzie slash Luva.
Talk about chaos. Well, you can find me on Discord as well, as Luva64290. Same thing for Twitter at. I'm sorry, Rotten Prince. You can also find me on Twitter at Luva64290. And now I have a Twitch on which I stream when I can and if people show up. At Bloody Rose White Wolf, which if you just follow my URL from the Twitch streams, I guess you can get there. So yeah.
Awesome.
If you ever want to see someone be mediocre at games.
And you're tired of seeing Andrea be mediocre at games.
Yeah.
Different games too. Like Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Sigurd slash Alptrom.
Okay, so I am Alptrum G on Twitter, and I think Alptrum Fairy on Instagram, although I don't really my account is private there. I mostly do retweets on my account, so I don't think I'm a lot of fun to follow, but a lot of people seem to follow me for some reason.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that's it.
And yeah, I think that's everybody. Wow. Yep. All right. Yeah. Lovely to meet all of you, and like I said, hope to see more of you on our Discord. And we will see you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye.